the thing I want to really focus on for the rest of this video is how other music content creators and reactors have taken this kind of narrative about how this is so unfair and have used it to their advantage to basically lie or over-exaggerate the truth to a lot of the viewers to gain sympathy.
Damn. Oh, what's this? No little avatar guy? Am I on the right channel? I'm going for a different format here because, well, it's a different type of video. What can I say, y'all? I'm feeling a little feisty today because I want to talk about this Tank the Tech video that's been riling people up. We aren't going to go into deep dive mode on this, but I wanted to talk about this because it concerns reactors on YouTube who occupy a huge space on the platform, specifically for metal music and even baby metal specifically. So if you don't know who Tank the Tech is, he describes himself on his channel as a tour manager, dad, husband, and roadie. For those who don't know, he actually works for Electric Callboy. Now, I've been watching Tank the Tech for just about a month, but I like him. I like his content. I think he offers a unique perspective. Gotta plug this merch though. Look at that. Look at that sick ass merch that I got from the System of a Down and Korn show with Polyphia and Wisp. By the way, I did not mention Wisp in my post. I've never heard of Wisp, but they were good. They're a little more ambient, but look at that fucking koozie. Look at it. Get it? Because the Empire State Building and it's in New York. Fucking. Anyway, the video in question, Tank the Tech posted a video a couple days ago. And it has to do with reactionary YouTubers. It has to do with YouTube reactors. In the video in question, Tank sought out to dispel what he viewed as reactionary YouTubers misleading their audience into thinking they make no money from ad revenue on their YouTube videos, due specifically to copyright claims from the content owners. Tank asserts that these reactors do this in order to garner sympathy and therefore get their viewers to support them on Patreon and other platforms. So essentially, Tank, in my view, is saying that these reactors on YouTube are misleading their viewers by saying they make absolutely no money on their videos. So, hey, go support me on Patreon or other platforms. So, like, give me some more money because I don't make any money on YouTube. That's essentially what Tank is saying that these reactors are trying to say. That's what it seems like to me. Now, Tank went on in his video to share how much money he makes on his reaction videos, specifically for the band that he works for, Electric Callboy, and he makes a pretty good penny. He makes all right. He does okay. In Tank's view, it is just a matter of navigating YouTube successfully in order to make money off of your reaction videos. An example he gave of navigating successfully was reaching out to the record label to directly ask for the copyright claim to be lifted so that you can make money on the video. Tank also does acknowledge the fact that record labels are more willing to let reactors react to their content these days, more so than they used to be. So that's good that he mentioned that. I mean, after all, it's free marketing. Like, why the fuck would a band not want free marketing? I don't get it. I also think it's worth mentioning that Tank brings up how some reactors like charge premiums for content, specifically citing David Heretic's Patreon, which has a $200 gold tier. But I also saw on a comment on Tank's own video that David Heretic. What the fuck? But I also saw in a comment on Tank's own video that David Heretic actually donates his Patreon earnings to charities. So if that's true, then that whole argument is just out the window. And Tank actually responded to that comment saying, "Hey, if true, that's awesome. Respect." So hey, who knows? Maybe that sort of thing, that sort of practice at face value is part of the frustration that Tank was feeling when he made the video. Who knows? But overall, I don't think a lot that what Tank said in his video is on its face false. But if we peruse the comment section, we can clearly see that everyone disagrees with Tank here. I mean, there could be some comments in there that I didn't see that actually support what Tank is saying. I perused for a while, and the vast majority, at the very least, people are upset at what Tank was saying in his video. You can go over there and see for yourself, but the dominating theme in the comment section is that Tank is out of touch with the smaller creators who legitimately do not make much money, if any at all, on AdSense, and postures himself poorly in the video due to being far above average in popularity on the platform. I think the majority of people are upset at Tank because he spent a lot of time on the idea that reactors are intentionally misleading their viewers when they say they don't make any money. And there really isn't any way to take that for a small creator other than Tank punching down at you. He could have come off better in his posture, his wording, his overall presentation of the video. His video just kind of came off like a gamer saying, why don't you just get good? Like, look at me, do what I'm doing. I can do it. Why can't you do it? If you say you can't, then you must be lying. Even his thumbnail kind of came off like rage bait. I don't know. Like, come on, look at this. Now, as far as I can tell, Tank has worked hard to get to where he is today. I actually just listened to his video about his run-in with the police like forever ago, the other day. Very interesting video. Definitely go watch it. It's actually, it's very interesting. But yeah, as far as I can tell, Tank has worked real hard to get to where he's at today. But what I wanted to do is just talk about the content of his video as it applies to me personally and other people, smaller creators in my position or in the React space specifically. Now, I have been regularly creating content on YouTube for about 9 months. If you go back to my earliest videos, you can clearly see that I've gotten a little bit better at editing and presentation for my videos. This is a result of hours and hours of trial and error, brainstorming, going back and forth on ideas, trying out different styles, fonts, audio presentations. Making YouTube videos is a lot of work. Even shorts take a lot of effort, if they're any good. I can honestly say that for like 90% of my shorts that I have posted, I spend anywhere from 2 to 8 hours, and maybe even more in some cases, on brainstorming, recording, screen grabbing, editing, thumbnailing, and posting what amounted to a 1-minute video on YouTube that might make less than 1,000 views. These days I'm averaging higher views than before, but I still rarely crack 100,000 views, and usually still sit somewhere in the 10,000 view range, give or take, for most shorts. My longer form videos, I take anywhere from 3 to 4 days to 2 weeks to complete. Those take a lot of time. So as YouTubers, we spend all this time on a video and work so hard on it to put it up on YouTube and just hope that we don't get a copyright claim on it, just so we can make what amounts to not very much money in AdSense on most videos. Similar to how Tank brought up that you can take down a video to avoid a copyright strike, YouTube has measures in place to remove claimed content in your posted video in order to keep it monetized. The problem is that most of the methods bastardize the video to unwatchable quality. The only options I've been offered when content in my video is claimed is to mute the audio or cut the segment entirely. Just out of curiosity, I tried the option to cut the segment just to see what it would look like. It lets you preview it after they cut it, so you can see, hey, am I cool with this before YouTube posts it? So when I use the YouTube offered method of cutting a segment out of the video in order to maintain monetization on the video, it literally like stopped me in the middle of a sentence and then dropped you in the middle of another sentence in the video. It didn't even cleanly cut the segment of the video that you would think would be like the copyrighted section. There was like a little bit after and a little bit before. It's completely not clean whatsoever, and it's a mess. And no self-respecting YouTuber would post a video in that state. So your only real option is to pull it off of YouTube entirely, re-edit it yourself so that's actually worth a damn, and then put it back up and hope that this time, after all the time that you have to re-upload the video onto your phone or whatever you're using, re-upload the video to YouTube, process it, get it through all the checks again, and hope that something else doesn't pop up. Say you get past everything and you manage to get no copyright issues at all. Everyone is different, but I'll go ahead and share with you the most that I've ever made. My highest earning long form video has made $61 off of 15,000 views. And that's on a 28-minute video. My top earning short, which has 400,000 views, has only made $20. And that short has been monetized for about 2 months. In total, since I've been monetized since around July, I have made a clean $200 from YouTube. If I maintain my exact amount of success, I can hope to make $1,200 a year. So yeah, I'm rolling in it. So this is where I think the criticism for Tank's video truly lives. All these YouTubers are spending so much time and energy making content and are already not making that much money on AdSense. So to additionally have to get abused by the copyright system and make even less money is really demoralizing and kills motivation. When creators ask you to go support them on Patreon because they don't make money on YouTube, what they mean, of course, is that they don't make enough on YouTube to do the gig full time. And offering money to them on other platforms is how you can support and motivate your favorite content creator in continuing to work hard to provide that content. I really think Tank just had a momentary lapse in clarity here because this is all pretty obvious to me as a creator and I haven't been doing it for very long. Maybe he's just been doing it for so long that he's taken some of his stuff for granted, and that can happen to someone. I don't think Tank is a bad person by any means. I think he just had A momentary lapse in judgment, honestly. Like, that's all I think this is. And I mean, hey, let's be fair. Maybe Tank was completely motivated by a bunch of reactors that truly do the minimum amount of effort in a reaction and post a video up and barely say anything and then just get, like, money for that. Like, yeah, I can understand frustration with that type of content. I have seen it. I'm not going to mention any names, and frankly, I can't remember any off the top of my head anyway, because that kind of content would be inherently forgettable to me. But most reactors aren't like that. Most reactors, at the very least, are attempting to contribute some real unique perspective to whatever the reaction is. And that's why people watch them. I'm not really a big reaction guy to begin with. I am a video essay guy. I have watched all north of 24 hours of the Lost retrospective from Billiam's channel. I've watched that shit like 3 times. So I am unwell. There's something wrong with me. But I refuse to believe that the majority of people who spend time and effort in making videos on a regular basis on YouTube don't care and therefore don't deserve to be compensated for their hard work. For me, I love making Babymetal videos. I would do it whether I was getting money or not. And frankly, almost the entire time I have been doing it, I haven't been getting any money. And even though I started getting some money from it, it is, as they say, peanuts. But I love making it, and I'm not going to stop now. You can't stop me. Just try. But as it concerns Tank, please be kind. I do not think Tank intended to come off the way that he did in his video, and I am certain that he's probably seeing all of these comments and reactions to his content, and probably having, at the very least, somewhat of a hard look at why things happened the way they did with this video. I hope so. I hope that that's his approach. I know it can be easy to get defensive when you make a point in a video and then it's not received well. It's happened to me. Not to that extent, but I've said some things in videos and in comments that were taken the wrong way. And sometimes I have to take a step back and be like, hey, maybe I didn't say that the right way. Maybe I didn't present that the right way. You know, we're all human. We all make mistakes. That's fine. But since Tank's video was making the rounds, I really just wanted to honestly take this opportunity to say this. If you have a passion and you want to share it, do it. Like, just do it. Specifically for YouTube. If you have something that you're passionate about and you want to share that in the form of a video on YouTube, just start making them. Just start making those videos. Doesn't matter if you have any background in editing, any background in any of it. Just go for it. Figure it out. Start posting stuff. You'll figure it out. You will get used to what you need to do, to what works for you. If you love the content that you're creating, that's its own reward. It truly is. Like, you'll just enjoy doing it. That's how I am with my Babymetal content. Like, I enjoy making these videos. One of, if not my favorite videos that I have made is the Song 3 music video I made with Just Momo. I ain't getting any money for that. That is fully demonetized and it will never be monetized. I don't care, because I love that video and I rewatch it all the time. I actually get more enjoyment out of watching that than the actual studio Song 3 music video. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I just love that video. I think I did a great job on it. If you love something and you want to make content, just do it. And that passion will show through. You will get better at the craft and you'll start getting that polish that makes other people catch on to it as well. Like, that will just come naturally over time with practice and editing and posting and just doing it. But if you just start, that will come. There's always a million excuses not to start doing it. I promise it's worth it. I love doing it. I never thought 8 months ago when I started doing this that I would be at 3,000 subscribers now. Like, and I know that's not a lot, but I thought I was going to be sitting at 200 still. You guys are awesome. Anyway, that was different. Don't worry, this is still a Babymetal channel. I really felt like this related to the scene and the content that I usually make anyway. The space that I occupy is filled with reactors and people who watch reactors. So I thought that this would be an interesting thing to talk about. And I also have like 3 long form video ideas about Babymetal content that I can't decide on. And I thought that this could be a nice little diversion to avoid making the decision on what video to do next, because I can't decide. And hey, if you like videos like this, where I just talk about my thoughts about something tangentially related to metal or metal music, I guess we'll see. I enjoyed sharing my thoughts about this. I guess we'll see if anybody else cares. See ya!